So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw is Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Go, get out there. Hey, kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. On the move to his left. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Gostkowski for the point after. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
You know, but hold on, we finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott escaping the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Good job.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The first update from Levi's Stadium at Santa Clara. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Brady, and he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
You got three down. He's coming. Go to 54, line in. You go tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
Elliott running right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
They're not ready for this, man.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Mike, round 80. Round 80. Come on, Larry. Come on, boy. Hit. You got me.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got Sanu. The 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 37.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On the toss, here's White. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Oh, they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check safety, check safety. Going to 52. Under. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And an alley to run. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Maher is good. Back now in Foxborough, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
No, 66. Pilot, 64. Hey. Shadow.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. He's got White here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Brady going to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, Orbit. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Check it.
Brady. Fights through him. It's caught. This is White. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance.
Hey, Echo.
Brady to throw again. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going on the ground, it's White. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because...
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 51 yards. Prescott now. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Lawrence Guy in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the clock.
On the ground is Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Brady gives to Michel. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch. Regular.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep down. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 42 yards. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. The kick by Maher is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
No, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's White. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting.